What's up, guys? This is Armand and DB. If you have not got my book yet, Geared Up, you can get it on my Amazon, Kindle, or my website. It pretty much talks about all my cycles I did my whole career and a bunch of other crazy stories. It's a short read, so go check that out. So today's video, I'm talking about Dave Palumbo and Bob Cicherillo's like kind of going back and forth with each other, and who's right and who's wrong. As you know, I've been friends with Dave for 20 years. I've known Bob when I was judging for 7 years. He was always at the shows because he was emceeing, and he would always be at, usually our dinners we would do together and all that stuff. For some reason, he doesn't like Dave at all. I don't know what the reason is, but Bob is kind of in his own little space, and I never really talked to him that much. The times I did, he kind of wasn't the I'm not going to put into words, but anyways, Dave is right in these things. All these things that Bob keeps saying, Dave rebuttals them, and Dave is right, like about the judging. When we judge, we were told men's physique, do not look at the waist down. It does not matter if their calves look nice, look horrible, they have legs, no legs. It does not matter at all from the waist down. That's how we judge men's physique. And Bob was saying, no, that it does matter how the overall look like they have when they're in their swim trunks or board shorts or whatever. And it doesn't. So that's another thing. He's bothering Dave about Dave's supplements, and he's promoting his supplements all the time, which, you have to do that. I don't do that enough with my supplements. Like, here's my aminos, my EAAs. I got my pump product, Full Effect. My Dominate and Ceramax are my two top sellers. And then we're coming out with another line also. And I don't do that enough. Dave makes products that you need. Protein, oils like fish oils, essential oils, joint repair, multivitamins. These are all things that you need to take. There's other supplements out there that, like, yes, they work, like creatine. Creatine works. Do you need it? No, you don't need it. Do you need a pump product? No, you don't need it. Does it help? Yes, it does help a lot. So he makes supplements that you absolutely need to take, and I've been taking those. And they're trusted, and I used to be sponsored by them also for a couple years too, and that was the only company I continued to take their supplements because they were sound products. They weren't just like all these weird, funky products. My product line, we make a little kind of different products. We don't make proteins or fish oils or joint repair. We don't make any of that stuff. We make like what I mentioned earlier, and when we continue, we're going to still be making other stuff. Like we're coming out with a GDA product, and we're coming out with like this certain fat burner product and all that. So they are solid. The Fiberlize, can't forget that. The Fiberlize is the bomb. If you have stomach issues, you need to be taking that Fiberlize like twice a day, and you will not have, when you go to the bathroom, you're just supposed to go. It's not supposed to clog up the plumbing or anything like that. It's just supposed to whoop, go right through. And that's what it does. And when I get my clients on that, they love it. So those are all great, and he's talking about, Bob was like, we'll kind of support whatever supplements are there, and he was talking bad about them before or whatever. It's just kind of how he is. I don't know why, but Dave is in the right, and I'm not just saying this because Dave's my friend. It's all true, and like I said, Dave has a lot of knowledge in bodybuilding. When I met him, there's so many coaches out there that make everything so complicated. Okay, go take a quarter spoon of this, and then take this, and then take this, and then you end up looking like junk on stage. He makes it very simple, cut and dry, so it doesn't need to be that complicated. Sometimes it does when it gets to the end, and you have to, do some stuff, and he does, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. So someone was asking me about Dave's prep the other day, that someone said he was a cookie cutter coach or something like that. That's not true. Just because they probably started with him, got a program, maybe got a similar program their friend did, and that's fine. You got to start somebody somewhere, and then you adjust cardio, foods, pulling them out, putting them in as you go along the way. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, I'm a coach too. I do things. It doesn't mean me and Dave have to agree on everything, but I learned a lot from him and his, the way he coaches, and to simplify a lot of things. And a lot of things are complicated too once you get on the dialing in phase. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird. They keep going back and forth, and Bob kind of throw these little jabs, and it's like I don't want to make a video, but you kind of want to stand up for yourself. And Bob, it's not like Bob's just like some body off the street. He does have a name in bodybuilding. People know who he is. Is he the voice of bodybuilding? No, I don't think. No, I mean, he doesn't even know the rules when it comes down to talking about the judging. And he was around us all the time when we were judging, so he should know the rules, especially with men's physique. So it's just back and forth. But I just wanted to come on record and say Dave is 100% right in everything he's saying. And it's funny, Dave doesn't take anything too serious. Like I've been friends with him, like I said, for 20 years, and he can let something just like kind of pounce right off of him. And we've all friends, get into it here and there, and kind of make up. And I've had that relationship with a lot of friends, and Dave's one of them. We pretty much have gotten along great all over the years. We had maybe a little hiccup here and there, but that's what friends do, and you become close friends again and move past whatever silly hiccups you have. So I want to make that video because, like I said, on my TikTok, I have got several questions about Dave Palumbo lately. Obviously, I am on RX Muscle with the Whack Pack, After Hours, and then Dave and I will do some maybe other shows here and there. And I'll probably start doing some more bodybuilding coverage. I told him I wanted to. So I love Dave. He's awesome. He's taught me a lot in this industry sport when I was getting into it. And he simplified, everything for me, because before I met him, it was just like this. And I was just like a wreck. And I had really good genetics, but I was doing everything so complicated. And he made it just so simple. And I came in way better and I felt better. So that's that. And you guys comment below. Let me know what else you guys want to hear. All these little like feuds that going on. I usually know the inside stuff that's going on in there. I know Bob is not really well liked amongst people, especially in Texas. I remember Texas, he was around all the people like dinner and stuff. And then afterwards they wouldn't really, like him that much, just because he kind of talks like he's above everybody. You don't, even if you're more knowledgeable than people, you still don't need to talk like you're above them and make them feel like silly or stupid. He loves to do that. So he's never done it to me, but I've seen it firsthand with other people. All right, guys, I hope that explains the situation. And because people's asked me what is going on, why are they going back and forth? It's not Dave, it's Bob. Dave stays and does his own thing and is super busy. And what I didn't like either, like saying, oh, you don't go to the shows. Listen, going to the shows those are so exhausting. And once you have kids, spending time with your kids is much more valuable than going to a bodybuilding show and wasting your whole weekend. If you have some, like top clients there, yeah, you would probably go to the show, here and there. And that's what Dave has always done. But when you have kids, like I have two, he has several. There's no point in going to the show and traveling to all these shows now. Things just aren't the same as they were 10 years ago with coverage and how you coverage the shows or anything. It's really weird, and things have changed a lot. Back then, when Dave was running it, you got off stage, pictures were up in 10 minutes. As soon as you got off stage, like good pictures, and you can view them all. It's not like that anymore. And a lot of things has really changed over the past 10 years in the industry, how they treat the athletes. And it's just sad. And I don't know if we'll ever see it like that again. They care more about volume of competitors than quality of competitors, and then taking care of those competitors. All right, guys, have a beautiful day.